600,000. That's how many caribou are in the Leaf River herd here in Nunavut, a new territory that was carved out of northern Quebec. It's mostly tundra, and in the extreme north, these caribou move to their calving grounds. And then as summer wanes and fall comes on, they gradually migrate south, and up from the north migrate the hunters. The two meet in the middle, and if you can get into a herd of 600,000 streaming caribou, you literally see a wildlife phenomenon no one else does. It's incredible. We haven't found it yet, but we're up here in Nunavut looking for these animals. Hi, I'm Ron Spomer, and this is Winchester Legends.
Tundra, vast, wet, seemingly empty, but home to a deer that grows the largest antlers in relation to body size in the world. Caribou, the North Country's biggest prize.
Just have to lift up a couple more steps.
Winchester Legends is brought to you by Winchester Repeating Arms, the guns that work. Swarovski Optic. Truck Vault, manufacturers of the world's finest secure in-vehicle storage systems. SOS Outdoor Products, quality gear for the outdoor enthusiast. She Safari, clothing for her expedition.
They may look exotic, but caribou are the most accessible wilderness deer in North America. There's no need to apply for limited tags, no trespass fees. Caribou roam widely north of the tree line in Nunavut, Canada, which covers more than 170,000 square miles. The village of Kuujjuaq on Ungava Bay serves as the jump-off point for high Arctic adventures outfitting. Guides like Jeff Lewis, a former Maine game warden, will lead you on a grand adventure.
The experience of being this far north is just a different world up here, so it's really fun to come up, see different from plants, birds, berries, and animals, and a whole different way of life. It's kind of like stepping back 100 years.
What a privilege to hunt country like this. This is everything one would think of when you're imagining the wild North Country. Just unbelievable, the opportunities up here.
A real good caribou up here. Every year we'll have a couple that are Boone and Crockett. A good average is probably 320.
You don't have the high, tall mountains, but for wild, empty country that's just filled with lakes and fish and caribou and ptarmigan and bears, this place is outstanding.
Joe Stefanski, owner of High Arctic Adventures, would agree with that assessment.
The population of the caribou has been really on the increase the last few years. It's been holding about 600,000 for the Leaf River herd, and for the George River herd, it's a little over 400,000. So we got a really good crop of animals.
And the caribou happened to be out at one of the spike camps called Isaac Camp, so we flew out about an hour in Joe's float plane.
Float planes like Joe's 206 Cessna are the taxis of the North, and traveling in one is half the adventure of a caribou hunt. It's like a scenic tour as the tundra, lakes, and bedrock ridges sail by, punctuated by sightings of game.
It was amazing on some of these lakes where there would be a bottleneck funneling all the animals between two large bodies of water. It would look like a road map of New York City all coming together in a tunnel or something. Those are obviously the kinds of places we were looking for to catch up with that migration. So we got to camp, landed, and it's a tent camp with a plywood cooking shack. They've got some generators running a little bit of electricity, so it's a little better than a primitive tent camp. Okay, you got her set for 50 yards? Looks about right. All right, I am ready. You don't have any cows downrange, do you?
No, maybe a muskrat.
Boy, this wind is rocking me a little bit here on my modified bench. That felt good. I think we're good to go. Caribou beware, huh? The guys who were already in camp had seen about 300 animals within a rifle shot of the tents that morning. We got in around noon, went out in the afternoon, and immediately began finding game.
There we go. Oh, here comes a little rain too, huh?
Yeah, get my glasses fogged up already.
Turn, dry our eyes out, see if we can't see something.
Well, this looks like good country out this way.
Yeah.
Hey, the other animals crossing the lake down there?
Going right across, aren't they?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's some filtering up through the trees. It looks like about 5, 6, 7 maybe.
You want to take a look at them or what?
Well, they look like all cows to me. Let's get up higher and closer. They're a long ways off anyway. Oh, I got one. Boy, he is spread wide, isn't he?
He's wide and he's got interesting tops, kind of.
Yeah, the way those furthest back points hook right back parallel with the main beam. That's different.
Yeah, he's got back scratches below those even.
Oh yeah, they're a good 4 or 5 inches. Those are good back points, but the bezzes aren't enough for me.
One good single shovel, but no, almost no bezzes.
Yeah, I'd like the bezzes to be palmated the way that shovel is.
Yeah.
He might just bed and tempt me yet. He's not going anywhere.
Well, if it was the last hour of the last day, maybe, huh?
I'd certainly run over there then. But, you know, as interesting as those tops are, I've gotten several caribou with long top tines but no palmation. Look at this one right here.
Oh.
80 yards away.
Yeah, coming right at us. You smell us now, you watch. What is that?
Yeah, she's gonna bolt when she smells this.
Bad spot.
If the big bull comes like that, ooh, I have him. This is great. I've always wanted to be in the middle of a migration where they were coming to me instead of vice versa.
Yeah.
Never happened. I must have hunted caribou a dozen times and I've never had a migration. This is going to be cool.
She doesn't know what she's got yet. Says, I'm not sure what you guys are.
If we're going to keep looking that way, we're never going to get anything because it's all heading out. We never get there in time.
Get back up on top and see.
Yeah, we got to see them coming at us.
Figure where they're coming from.
It's on the tops of his horn. Just a little bit of ground covering it.
Winchester Legends is brought to you by Redhead, finest in the field since 1856. Swarovski Optic. Truck Vault, manufacturers of the world's finest secure in-vehicle storage systems. Otis Technology, from the front lines to the hunt of a lifetime, the most advanced gun cleaning systems in the world.
Caribou aren't that difficult of an animal to bring down. Nevertheless, I like a large caliber. That .325 Winchester short magnum is really sweet. Packs a lot of energy, yet the bullet is long and sleek, so you get good flat trajectory, high velocity, and with that sharp tip on that new AccuBond bullet, well, it just gets there in a hurry, and that really helps when it's windy. Big winds blow bullets off course considerable distances, so in big, long shot, open country like you get when you're hunting caribou, you want a bullet that's going to get there quickly and minimize its deflection in those big winds. The 200 grain sharply tipped AccuBond in a .325 WSM does just that. You can hold dead on your animal and expect to make a hit, and when that bullet lands, that caribou is in the pocket. Look at this, a caribou migration corridor. It's a classic game trail, just covered with tracks. You find these and you think, man, this might not be a bad spot to wait for caribou. The problem is, there are so many of these up here because so many animals move through this country. You really can't just pick one narrow corridor like this. You have to look for a convergence of many at a choke point. This is just one of the small ones, but it looks like a herd of cattle went through here. Just chewed up mud. It's amazing what all those animals can do.
Check this out, Ron.
What have you got?
There's a bull caribou on that rock jetty out in the middle of the river there. He must be getting away from the bugs. Looks like
Oh,
he's standing
yeah.
right on top of the water.
Just standing there?
Yeah.
It's a long ways away. Yeah, he's probably out there because that's as far away from the bugs as he can get without treading water. Yeah, that's, you think he's worth going after?
Well, he's so far away and he's on the other side still. If he was to come across, we'd be all right.
We're taking our time, looking over a lot of country. The weather's cool, it's a big change here. And we had seen a bull at about a mile that had disappeared into some spruce trees, and he came out and we looked at him a little bit harder with the spotting scope. You know, he's got some pretty decent tops on him.
He does, isn't it? Is he out of velvet?
I really can't tell.
Looked like they were shining.
There's so much heat shimmer. Definitely tall, and I could see, I just caught a glimpse of either a shovel or the bez is about out to his nose. There's a little bit of mass there, but boy, it's hard to say. He's definitely a mature bull though, with that thick neck and beautiful mane. And I think we could get there in an hour. So we marched across, and of course, you know, caribou, they're always going somewhere, and he just wanted to go away from us, and we figured he was probably gone when he crossed a ridge. But we figured we'd come this far, let's just finish it off. Maybe he loitered on top, and sure enough, he had. I saw the tops of his horns. I saw the tops of his horns. That way. Oh yeah, wind's good. Wind's good. Let's get up to that rock and see if I can shoot from there. So we got down and crawled up. We could see him from up, but then when we went back down, of course, we couldn't see to shoot. So we had to keep creeping forward. Just a little bit of ground covering him. He's got a feed there. I think I can make one more rock. Let's get a little closer just for the heck of it. And there were some cows with him, and that always makes a little bit of trouble because the cows are going to catch you. So we kept slipping up as much as those cows would let us. So we finally got within about, I suppose it was 100 yards when he broke into the open. We saw he was going to come in between some shrubs and give us a clear shot. So we got set up right then and there. He has to lift up a couple more steps. Come on. Here goes.
He's down. Good shot.
Oh, yeah.
Good shot.
Okay, look at this. Look at all these caribou around here. They're just popping up from everywhere now. He looks pretty good. That's a nice looking bull, all right. Boy, he sure led us on a merry chase. That was at least a mile across that. And he kept going. Oh, he's nice and heavy, isn't he? Oh, he's got a nice double shovel. Is it just where I thought they were? We're empty. Oh yeah, he's nicely balanced. Look at this beautiful double shovel here. This one's a good 7 inches, and that one's a golly, 10, 11. Wow, nice bezzes. 1, 2, 3, 4. But those feet, look at the size of those things. Spatulas. This is just a real nice caribou.
When you spotted him and I got looking, it's like, holy mackerel, there we go. And that was anyway a mile. We really put some time on fast.
So we had to run to get there and just managed to do it about that last half hour of light or so. And what I like running like that, I mean, when you get the adrenaline going and you've got some action after sitting and looking and just sort of hiking all day, you finally get to make a move.
We really had to work together to see the animal.
I whistled to stop him. He turned broadside and I took my shot. That's all she wrote.
High caribou numbers in Nunavut means hunters get 2 tags, so this adventure isn't over. Jeff and Ron get to glass and stalk an even bigger bull.
One on the left side.
But can they catch up to it in time?
Winchester Legends is brought to you by Winchester Repeating Arms, the guns that work. Redhead, finest in the field since 1856. She Safari, clothing for her expedition. SOS Outdoor Products, quality gear for the outdoor enthusiast. Otis Technology, From the front lines to the hunt of a lifetime, the most advanced gun cleaning systems in the world.
Caribou country is a big, wild place. You're up on the tundra without any cover. You've got to have all your essentials with you. And I've got most of what you need right here. Of course, you got to have your rifles. And I think a stainless steel rifle with a synthetic stock is the way to go because of the nasty weather. Lots of rain up in this country. One of my little secret ingredients, I really love these, are a lightweight nylon Gore-Tex lined pant. Makes for a great windbreak. And of course, you can sit in the wet grass and walk through the wet brush without getting your pants wet. Now, a spotting scope, of course, is great for sizing up an animal. You can get by without it with just a good binocular. 10x is better than 8 up here because the country is so big. But if you can take a smaller binocular and a spotting scope, this baby will glass way out there beyond what you could see with a normal 8 or 10x binocular. And you can size up antlers with this. Saves you time in chasing animals that are subpar. If you like to know for precision shooting exactly where they are, bring along a rangefinder. And then of course a nice pack to carry everything in. And I like the ones with the bladders in them, these new little suck tubes. You don't have to constantly take your pack off to get a drink. Fill your water in all these lakes around here because this is pristine country. And what's nice up here is that you've got a 2-bull limit. So you can take a good bull just to sort of take the edge off and make sure you've got one in case the weather goes south on you. And then you can spend your time looking for a really great bull. And that's what we're doing here on the second day.
So it was probably noontime, a little after, when we headed right out of the back of the camp, got on the animals right away.
Oh, I got one. Just popped up over the horizon. Oh, he's a good one.
Whereabouts?
See that lake? Look on the left edge of that lake.
Okay, I got him. He's coming down the hill.
Yeah, you can see antlers with your binocular,
yeah,
can't you? Oh, he's a good one, isn't he? That's a good bull. He's got good tops, good long palmated tops. What do you think?
Well, he's a long ways off.
Yeah, but we can get there. Let's go for it.
Started to cool down, the animals started moving. We saw one bull that we had seen earlier and lost. Where he went, probably bedded in the trees somewhere in the little jack firs. Got on him, ended up being about another mile out.
Rocks. Oh, hold it. He's looking.
I think he's going to come back to the right.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Big rock right here. Okay.
Good hit, good hit.
Oh yeah. He's going down, he's down.
Man, you did a good job spotting that guy from a long ways off.
What do you think, boss?
We'll check him out. That's a nice bull.
Nice.
Nice bull. Geez, he's got some really interesting tops.
I like those. Good palmation and some long tines. Nice bezzes too. Oh, he's looking as good as I thought.
He's got some mass.
Tines. All right, look, Jeff. Got a brow tine and like a double brow tine, but no extra bez he's missing. Oh no, I know, look. I'll bet they grew together.
That's what it looks like. Look how wide it is, yeah.
This part right here is the shovel, and it grew right in with the beam of the bez. So this would be the bez part, and that's the shovel. But this is a heck of a shovel right here. That's a 9-incher.
Look at these back points, so.
Yeah, that's
on this
really
top.
Cool. Top. That's a good
Get that.
12-incher.
Oh, anyway.
And then this one, that's, wow, that's more than 12.
Yeah, that's long.
Almost 13. But he's got good back points too.
Yep, little back scratches. Tall, he's a mass on him. I can tell he's an older bull.
Yep.
Got up on him. Ron made a great shot.
How could we do that? It's got to be the guide. Place your order, guide delivers. Hey, don't just sit around. This last caribou we took is a perfect example. If you see him out there really far, don't wait for him to come to you. Go to him. You're the hunter there. Be like a wolf. Be aggressive and make it happen. We're flying out tomorrow. It's the last gasp effort. got our bull nick of time, man. You've got to go for it.
Going for it on the wild tundra is a surefire route to discovering yet another legendary hunt in legendary country, caribou country.
For more information about Winchester products, log on to winchester.com.
Glassing in the wind can be a real challenge. All that buffeting really vibrates, especially at high magnification. So if you're using a binocular, don't let anything flap. Get all that stuff held tightly. Impossible to tuck things in. Look out for vibrating straps. On a spotting scope, get close to the ground. Spread those legs out and get down. That cuts the wind itself, and it makes things a little more solid. Then when you've got your game located, put a little pressure on top of the instrument. You might have to turn your power down too. I've got a 20 to 60x here. So back it off until you get your optimum image quality. Then make your assessment. That's how to beat the wind.